Okay, we're back. Episode, I don't know what number it is, but we're back. We are ready for the 2021 MLB Draft. We're going to spend probably pretty much all video on this. As you can see, and this is one of the few things to look forward to this season for the Buccos. We're going to try to turn it around. We're going to try to make some moves after the draft here. But as you can see, the last few months, we started off pretty hot and then slowly have cratered, really June being the worst. So we have the first pick in the first-year player draft. And we're not going to do advanced draftee signing. We're just going to go, standard, who we draft, we get. Kind of way. So if you look at the mock draft there, they have us taking Jordan Lawler, shortstop. I think we covered that at the end of the last video. I like to, I want to try to stay away from high school players. They're not very projectable. High school hitters a little bit more so than high school pitchers, but and that's in real life. But I would like to stay toward the college side. Some people in real life who would be available for this pick. Lawler is one of them. Kumar Rocker, and then Jack Leiter as well. So I'm going to start the draft, and we're going to take our time, see who we're going to take, and hopefully make this a pretty good draft all around. Hopefully the amount of effort we put in with scouting turns out to be positive for us. We're going to start the draft. So, okay, here's a few things we can do. First things, what we want to do is we want to, again, we're paying our scout a lot of money. Make sure we're looking at our scout here. And Corey Schreier, have not heard of him, but we'll look. And, why, I guess, let's see how that compares to the OSA rating. I don't understand why why he's rated so highly. I'm not sure here. I can't. Obviously, I'm reading his little scouting report and can't see really what the fuss is about. Okay, so we're gonna switch to OSA and just look at what they have too under potential. Okay, we're looking at all players here. I do want to see, I feel like these are very low potential ratings for everyone. Oh, you know what? We have our filters on. Let's clear our filters. That will explain everything there. So now we're looking at everyone here. So Jordan Lawler, let's see what all around, they believe he's going to turn out to be a great hitter. Our scout does. Going to be, looks like an average shortstop, does what he needs to in order to be in shape. Don't necessarily like that, or like a stronger, personality type. Looks like he's going to be good on the bases. Let's see, what does OSA think? OSA thinks this guy's going to be a stud, that he's going to be an all-around great hitter. High school stats, through the roof. He hit 5'10". But if you looked over here, his competition level here was just average. So we got to take that into consideration as well. OPS of 1400. That's pretty awesome. So let's see let's check his ratings. Let's see how he hits versus lefties and righties. This is compared to Major League right now. So of course we expect that to be a little low. Okay, so we'll back out of here, and then we'll actually look at the scouting report. So looks like he's improved. If you look down here to the bottom left, he's improved in more things than has decreased recently. The scouting report seems to be improving significantly, like potential I rating goes from 45 to 60. Let's see, lean and athletic, confident, with shrewd perception and meticulous mechanics that should translate into a high batting average. He's expected to develop into a very sure-handed, reliable shortstop. He's fast and kills 20 bags each year. Lawler has the dynamic tools needed to make an impact in the majors. Okay, that's a pretty good scouting report. We're going to go back and we're going to check out some of the real-life top pitchers and see what the stories were there. So Kumar Rocker, I think anyone who watched the College World Series a few years back knows that name. Anyone even peripherally associated with Major League Baseball knows the name Kumar Rocker. So again, went to Vanderbilt, incredible baseball school, competition level great, and looks like 12 Ks through 9 base on balls. 3, maybe a little bit higher than you'd want it to be. 170 Ks, 172 Ks, and 127 innings. This guy just mowed him down. So power pitcher, 95, 97 miles an hour. So that's OSA. Thinks he's going to be a 4-star player. Could be. Our head scout, a little bit less enthused. So let's check out the ratings a little bit. Better against righties than he is lefties. That's to be expected with a right-handed pitcher. Looks like he has 3 solid pitches here. So then let's go to the scouting report. Physical monster. You can see here on the left-hand side before we get into reading a scouting report. Left-hand side, things have dropped for him, and I'm unsure as to why that is. That just may be more and more as we scout or development progress too. Okay, so Kumar Rocker is a physical monster at 6'5". Should end up with an elite slider. Is the best of his 3 pitches. His command will desert him for stretches at a time. Kind of what the stats, kind of what we thought about with the stats. Driving it was pitch count and walk totals. Rocker is expected to develop the tools needed that can propel him into a mid-rotation spot. Okay. Is that a first overall scouting report? I'm not sure. Personality looks fine. Quietly goes about his business on and off the field. The other person, Jack Leiter, in real life, I hope the Pirates do take first, just based on how he is pitching now. And you can see our scouting accuracy on these players is very high, so that's good. So we're going to check out Jack Leiter. Let's see. Our head scout thinks he's going to be, average when it comes to movement and control. Stuff is good. He's going to have 4 pitches, it looks like. Again, his walk's a little bit high. Strikeouts about in line with Kumar. Again, he and Kumar are 1-2 punches at Vanderbilt in real life. And again, personality does what he needs in order to be in shape. Don't really like that totally. Looks like his rating has improved, but a lot of things has dropped from a development standpoint. So, Leiter is a 21-year-old right-hander from Summit, New Jersey, who can top out at 95, 97 on the radar gun. When he's fully developed, his repertoire should include a good, hard fastball, excellent changeup, excellent slider, and excellent curveball. So, 4 excellent pitches. He has the potential to dominate when he throws strikes, but he'll need to straighten out his control problems to reach his potential. With some seasoning, Leiter has the makings of a 5th starter. Okay, so you can see the potential's there with Leiter. That makes it tough of who we're going to pick. I don't know. Based on our, let's see, who else supposed to be good in real life? Matt McClain. That name is very familiar. He's going to have 0 power, but our scout thinks he's going to be able to draw walks, avoid strikeouts, and hit for good contact when he's in the pros. UCLA, great competition, OPS of 834, more walks, 9 more walks than strikeouts, which is always a good start. Let's check out the ratings there. Lefty, righty work about the same, a little bit better contact against lefty. He bats switch, which that's always a +2. 21 years old. Let's go to scouting. Lean and athletic, Matt McClain hails from Tustin, California. Provides well above average defense, and he has the above average contact potential. He has plus speed that will put pressure on the defense. McClain is a reliable hitter in the organization's grand scheme. All right, you can see his development though he's increasing, he's improving, which is a good spot to be in. This makes it tough here because in real life, Jack Leiter, and I don't want to, confuse this with the simulation because I want to do what's best for us in the simulation. But here it doesn't seem like they like him as much here. Let's see. He's 21 years old. I don't know. I want to take him just because I feel like I'm going to really kick myself in the ass if I don't take him and he turns out to be just as good as he's projected to be in real life. Let's see if I go back here. But the Lawler scouting report's pretty good, and I don't want to miss out on someone just because it's a simulation and I can't get my mind off what it's like in real life. Again, position rate is shortstop. That's like league average, 45 on the scale, the 20 to 80 scale. 45 is like maybe an everyday player But I guess if you're supposed to be this good at the plate, it doesn't really matter. Let's read that scouting report one more time. Projects have 270 batting average. Can hold his. Did this just change in the last 2 minutes? He has improving pitch recognition and projects to have a 270 batting average. He can already hold his own defensively in the majors, and he should improve with experience. He could swipe better than average number of bags with better than average speed. So Lawler should be a regular starter. I'm pretty sure this scouting report just changed. Maybe it was based on who we had here. Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I just found out something new. The scouting report actually changes depending on whether you have OSA or the head scout. Did not know that. I guess I probably should have figured that out. Let's see what they have for Kumar then. Let's see what the differences are there. Kumar is a 21-year-old right-hander from Watkinsville, Georgia. We can talk about 95, 97. He projects to have a repertoire that includes an off-the-charts slider, an off-the-charts fastball, and an off-the-charts changeup. He has good raw stuff, but is inexperienced. Rocker's ceiling is immense. Future rotation anchor. Wow. That is a big difference between our head scout. Mid-rotation spot. That is quite the difference there. So let's go back to Leiter and look at that, how the difference is between our scout scouting report and the OSA scouting report. Struggles with commanding his pitches and projected to walk in above average number of batters. I'm sure it meant. With some seasoning, Leiter has the makings of a fifth starter. So, because if it looks like our head scout agrees, potential to have fifth starter, it looks like that's probably the consensus, and if they both agree, the truth is probably close to that. So I'll go back to Lawler. And again, 18 years old, saying he can hold his own in the majors right now. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. High batting average. I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted to go with Lawler here. OSA likes him a little bit more than the head scout does. But Rocker already has the ability here. What's our head scout think of him as well? I know I'm taking a while on this first pick, guys. This is an important pick for the Buccos here. Elite slider. Can propel him to a mid-rotation spot. You know what? We're going to go with Rocker. We're going to go with him. Could turn out to be a mistake, but I always think college pitchers are more projectable. He should be able to make the majors relatively soon. Pitching it, you build through pitching. So, hey, maybe if this works out, I don't think Lawler will still be there, but maybe, Leiter's still there for a second pick. Maybe Matt McClain is still there for a second pick. So we'll see. We're going to take Kumar, and we're just going to go with it. We're going to draft him. Kumar Rocker. Coming in, before I started this video, if you would have said that I would have taken Kumar Rocker 1, I would have said, nah, you're probably wrong. But we're going to go with him. We're going to draft Kumar here. So we took him. So now let's see who goes next. So we're going to auto draft for the Rangers. Lawler goes second. Not a surprise. Marcelo Mayer. Matt McClain. Okay. There's the catcher who is supposed to be in the top 5 this year. Adrian Del Castillo from, I don't know if he plays for Miami, but he's from the Miami area. Judson Fabian, Brady House. All right. So our best case scenario would be for a Leiter to still be around for our second pick. Take both Vandy guys. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Something that I hate, Blue Jays took him. All right, it's not bad. Some of the things that I hate, I wish you could trade draft picks sometimes, and I'm kind of glad in baseball you can't either. Because I think it's interesting when teams can't trade. They can trade, bonus, international bonus money and stuff like that, but they can't trade draft picks, which I think is fascinating. Okay, so 30th pick, we should be coming up here. I don't know if we have any supplemental picks. Maybe I think in the second round, the Pirates have a supplemental pick. I'm not sure if that's for the first round. I don't think. Oh, no. Okay, we don't. So it's second round, first pick overall. Let's see. Let's see what our scouting director recommends. Rob Gordon. I don't know. Tough to take anyone we haven't scouted there, you know. So who has a Andrew Painter? I believe that is a real life name I know of. Calvary Christian Academy. I actually, this is funny. I'm in sales, and I used to work in Miami, and I actually sold Calvary Christian Academy. I've actually been there a number of times. They're a client of mine. Sold them a while back, so that's funny to see that here. I've been to that high school plenty of times. But anyways, what's OSA think of them? About the same. You know, they're a little bit higher on them than we are. 6'8", 230-pound starting pitcher from Pompano Beach. Been in Pompano Beach many times. He throws 4 pitches with his bread and butter, decent fastball at his peak. Painter can occupy a spot in the middle of the rotation. Head scout. Fastball with good life, great changeup, decent curve, decent slider. He manages with average stuff despite his fly ball tendencies. Can lead home runs and occasional lapses in control. Painter could become a solid starter, but his stuff may prove to be better in relief. Okay, so I might want to stay away from that. Kevin Abel, that is a real-life starting pitcher as well. Let's see. Kind of low for stuff, isn't that? It's kind of surprising. Control is supposed to be very good. So let's check out the scouting reports here. Looks to have great control, rarely miss batters, but his stuff is subpar and will likely never even be league average. This is from OSA. Abel projects to have a feature at the back of the rotation. Head scout. Average curveball, good changeup, with an average fastball, strong control, it should limit the number of free passes, and his stuff and movement are average. Abel's ultimate upside isn't great, but he could pitch his way to the. See, that's not. We don't want to spend a second round pick on him either, or for something that looks like that. Let's see. See, this is where it's helpful to know who you put on your short list because you can just eye them up very easily. Okay, Austin Becker pitching. Pairs a wipeout curveball with a plus fastball as he develops command. As he develops command, problems are expected to continue to plague him. With walks a problem, Becker projects to be back of the rotation starter. OSA rankings, they're a little bit higher. Becker should end near the top of any major league rotation. Swing and miss curveball, great changeup, and a fastball with good life. Okay, I guess that's not bad. See, our head scout does not like his control. I'm trying to find, before I pick someone who either my head scout doesn't like or OSA doesn't like, I want to see if there's anyone that, you know, kind of fits the middle. Is there anyone who's in the middle that has both good things said about them from both people that make sense to draft? So we'll look at Creed Williams here. Apparently he's intelligent and soft-spoken, or well-spoken, I'm sorry. Our scout does not like him, does not think he's worth a dang. So we'll back out there. Tanner Allen. Okay, look at this. OSA, very high. A little bit of a light hitter there. What's the defensive position going to be here, though? 23 years old, plays second base. Head scout, what they think of him. Much less. Allen's limited skill should make him a fringe player at best, while he has above average foot speed. Probably won't be a star, but should be a solid contributor. Big discrepancies here. Looks like we have to take someone that falls in between. Yeah, look, again, big discrepancy here between some of these players. Gunnar Hogland is a real-life player. And, wow, okay, OSA thinks highly of his potential, it looks like. Head scout kind of thinks he's going to be maybe a little bit more above average. Let's see. Ole Miss, great competition level. 2.2 walks per 9, 10 strikeouts per 9. 147 Ks and 125 innings. It's not the worst. Let's see any ratings here could help us. Looks like he's the same versus lefties and righties. Or I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong spot. Better against right-handed batters and left-handed batters. Not a surprise coming from a righty pitcher. So let's read the scouting reports here. He's been improving, it looks like, here from his development. Our OSA believes that 4-pitch arsenal includes an average fastball, slider that induces swings and misses, solid changeup, solid curveball, strong control that should limit the number of free passes he surrenders, and his stuff and movement are average. At peak, Hoglund can occupy a spot in the middle of the rotation. So not overwhelming, but not bad either. Let's see what our head scout thinks. Right now is a plus fastball, nice slider. He'll need to overcome some issues he develops if he's going to find success. Don't really know what that's referring to here. Doesn't overwhelm with pure stuff. Control issues remain, and he allows home runs too frequently. I'm not sold on Hoglund ever being able to hold a starting rotation. He may be a good filler. See, I think what's happening here, just based on this report, is our head scout is very much based on what can you do right now. Like, you know, he doesn't overwhelm with pure stuff. Control issues remain. He allows home runs too frequently. That is all based on right now. Here's the issues that he has. It is not looking for. I might have to change. I might have to get a new scout because I'm more. You know, when I want to look at these kids, I want what can he become? In OSA, it sounds like more along the lines of what can he become? You know, like should limit the number of free passes because he has strong control. At his peak, it's more of what can he become, which is more along the lines of what I think in this draft. So his peak, Hoglund can occupy a spot in the rotation. So maybe for this draft, I might lean a little bit more toward OSA. Andrew Painter, also a real life name here. Our head scout in OSA, kind of like him. Calvary. Oh, I looked at this guy. Oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind here. Losing my mind. Let's see. Anyone else? I'm already looked at Kevin Abel. Do you remember that? Okay, so I think we're gonna go with Gunnar here. Gunnar Hoglund, and yeah, we'll go with that. 2 college pitchers to start the draft. Let's see who Texas takes after us. Rock Riggio. Ryan Higgins. We'll probably do maybe 5 or 6 rounds of this until we start running out of people on our lists that get drafted. Looks like a lot of people right now who are getting drafted were not on our short list here, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It either means our list wasn't very good, or we're gonna have some good players to choose from here when we get to our pick. And I believe the Buccos have a comp pick between the 2nd and 3rd rounds, I think. I'm not 100% sure. We're about to find out here. Nope. Okay. Current round, 3rd pick. Or 1st pick in the 3rd round. Let's see. Who is our scouting director think we should take? It's probably Rob Gordon. Why should we take him, head scout? Please explain to me why. Let's see. OSA believes that average hitter with a loose, quick stroke that works inside the ball. He's shown promising pitch recognition skills. He makes all the routine plays as a shortstop. Gordon projects to be an above-average big league shortstop. Big improvements here during his development. Let's check out what our current scout thinks. Solid hands, fields the position well. His speed is below average, but he picks his spots and can steal down bases. Gordon should be an average big leaguer. I mean, I guess that's fine. But is it good for the 3rd round? Let's see. He plays second base, I guess. Yeah, again, average speed. Hesitant to commit. I do not like that. High school senior. Let's just see if there's anybody else. Philip Abner. I don't think I looked at him. Let's see. High school, Covenant Day, North Carolina. Again, not huge on high school pitchers. Yeah. Yeah, not great. Not great stuff there. Rob Gordon. All right, I'll lean on my scout here. Let's see, Tanner Allen. Not sure if we've looked at him or not. Won't be a starter, but should be a solid contributor according to OSA. Our scout, fringe player at best. Okay. All right, we'll go with Rob Gordon. We'll do it. We'll go with Rob Gordon. We'll put some trust in our scout here. We'll draft him. Already went with pitchers. Could balance that out. Now if like Painter or Abel go like immediately after, I'll be kind of like bummed. I'll be like, oh my god, maybe we took the wrong pick. Again, no one from... Oh, there goes Painter. Josiah Miller. I think he's actually supposed to be very good in real life. I think I might have overlooked him there. All right. Looks like we're getting close here to a couple of our guys who we looked at still being on the board. All right, Noah Miller just went off. Abel still there. He's the guy with good control, but bad stuff, or not bad stuff, but average stuff. Not great. Let's switch over to OTP. See, they're not high. Oh, okay. Mark Black, Cam Cohen, some names that I haven't seen yet here. Oh, hey, Sarah Catholic, McKeesport. There we go. You know how those northern boys are. All right, let's look at this here. Flyball pitcher, Cam Cohen, Campbell University, good competition, righty here. High balls per 9. In the MLB, that's not necessarily terrible, 3.6, but you're thinking about, okay, college and then projecting that out. What that's going to be like in the major leagues. 22 years old, 140 Ks and 103 innings, so he can, make people swing and miss. OSA likes him more than our head scout does. So let's see here. You can see some improvements in the development according to OSA. Tall, thick-bodied pitcher, wicked slider, legit fastball, and average changeup. He's the raw stuff to succeed. Not a top arm, but much better than simple rotation filler. Someone who you can trust at his peak. He seems like he has potential for the bullpen. He might be like a bullpen guy. Projects have 3 pitch arsenal that includes a slider that is off the charts, a plus fastball, and a serviceable changeup. His stuff has always been good and should continue to play well, but he tends to groove a pitch, which players can really turn on. And maturity cone will likely be ineffective as a starter. I don't know about that. I kind of like this. I kind of like the potential he has here. It looks like, because here, when you get a little bit later in the draft, and I know we're only in the 4th round. You're taking players for, if they can do one thing really well, you'll take that and say, okay, I can build out the rest of this person's game. Garrett Cutting. Let's see, high school senior. Yeah, for shortstop. I just don't really know if I like any of these guys down here. Braden Montgomery, I'm sorry. 2nd division starter according to OSA. An eye that will draw 70 walks each year on the bubble for holding down a spot in the major leagues. Right fielder, age 18. Maybe in the next round I might want to take him. I still feel like it's a little bit too early for him. Let's see. Who else can we look at here? Who does our scouting director think we should take? Jackson Lynn. Let's check him out. Yeah, this is so confusing how they recommend these players to be picked. We're not going to go with Jackson Lynn. Yeah, I think we're going to need a new scout just based on what's being recommended to me. I don't really agree with it here. So Braden Montgomery, I feel like could be a serviceable pick, but not the current round we're in. So right now we have 2 pitchers and a position player who we've taken. See, again, this is why having that short list is so important, because instead of, I wouldn't have no idea who I scouted. Other than, I mean, I could look at the scout accuracy here, but it would be difficult. It would take more time. All right, Luis Aviles. Let's see. Tulane University, competition level great. He's a catcher. OSA, higher on him than our head scout. Let's see. Let's see what our head scout thinks. Shown flashes of power and projects to hit an above average number of home runs. Offers consistent if unspectacular defense. Okay. Speed is below average, but he picks his spots and can steal a number of bases. Top tier minor league skills and may compete for a reserve role at the major league. That's according to head scout. OSA thinks above average power potential. Should become an average contact hitter, has a strong arm and is a defensive catcher, could be a second division starter. Okay, so he might be 2 rounds from now. So we have someone who will take in our next round. We have who we want our pick to be 2 rounds from now, but who's going to be our pick this round? That is still yet to be seen. Is that Egner? Did I just see Egner Renteria? Oh, Edison Renteria Jr. I thought I was going to say, did I see Egner Renteria Jr.? As I was scrolling through these names. Okay. Who does that? It's a South Park character, I think. Okay. All right, so what are our options here? Philip Abner. Was he the one we were looking at here? Covenant Day. No, I think we making a 5th starter. Tends to nibble at the corners. Be no more than an emergency starter. I think it was Cam Cohen who we were really considering here in this spot. Or Austin Becker. Yeah, I believe it was Cam Cohen. Yep. All right, we're going to go Cam Cohen here. Then we're going to go Montgomery next. And then the catcher after that. So we're going to draft him. All right, and hopefully our guys stick around here. So who it was? Braden Montgomery, I believe. Yep, Braden Montgomery. Okay, we're going to hope he stays around another round. We're going to take him, and then after that, we'll take the catcher, and then we'll probably call it a day in terms of drafting. So we'll sim and then take a look at our class. Okay. There goes Braden Montgomery halfway through the round. I clicked too fast to see what team picked him. All right, so we'll do 2 more rounds. I still don't necessarily want to take that catcher next. Maybe there's still someone hanging out there. Who? There's Abner. Okay, 5th round, first pick. Let's see. Austin Becker still there. Kevin Abel still there. 5 walks per 9. Oh, that's just vomit-inducing. I mean, based on that result, you got to think that the head scout is closer to being accurate on this guy. You know, with low control and everything. Sometimes stats can conflict what scouts think, but that one seems to kind of confirm it. Again, Kevin Abel, good control, but just not going to have much stuff. Let's see what his stats actually look like, though. Oregon State, great. 2.6, 8.3 Ks per 9. What you're probably looking in the pros like 6 Ks per 9, maybe 2, 3 walks per 9, 104 Ks and 112 innings, 1.27 WHIP. That's just it's tough to kind of swallow there. Let's see what our scouting director thinks. Okay, this was someone on our short list here, old Vito. Oh, and then I don't know if you remember from last year, my conspiracy QAnon theory is that players that are given nicknames, you can see here under Vitus Valanusis. I don't want to draft him just because I'm going to have to pronounce that. Vito is the nickname. And I feel like if the game is going to give someone a nickname, they're going to be a quality player. And I feel like I'm proven right on that more often than not. But anyways, okay, high school senior, average competition level, batted 400, OPS of 1400. So it looks like he smashed. Yeah, this makes sense. Look at his projected power here. What's our scout think? Scout agrees that he's going to have power. A little bit less bullish on his ability to make contact, which is no bueno. His development trend, all downhill. Our scout thinks on the bubble for holding down a row in the majors, a role in the majors. Can be a second division starter. Yeah, I don't necessarily like that either. I'm not going to take him. Harry Ford still around. There's the catcher. There's our guy we're going to take. Randy Bednar. Okay, OSA. An illustrious academic track record and could have a white-collar career if he hadn't gone into baseball. Interesting. Our head scout doesn't think that great about him. University of Maryland, great competition level. Hit 257, 802 OPS. Okay. Had, the walk strikeout ratio isn't terrible. Let's see what our guys think here. Improvement potential, according to OSA, all in the positives, looks like. 22-year-old center fielder, knows how to use his speed in the field, grades out. His eye grades out above average. Okay swing, isn't a phenom, but could be a decent contact hitter with 250 average. Could be a second division starter. Okay. Let's see, he's 5'11", 200 pounds. Let's see what our head scout thinks. Above average runner. Maturity, won't make consistent contact or draw many walks, limiting his effectiveness. His feature is of an emergency call-up. But our scout does not think he has had that type of development that OSA believes that he has. So we'll probably leave him. Let's see. I'm just going to call this guy Jack Cag. It's going to be easier for me. Okay, so our scout looks like maybe a little bit disagreement here. But nice if he works his potential fully. Good home run power, gap power. Don't like the idea of these Ks and low contact, but see, this is what I was talking about, where I believe the stats betray the scouts here, because low I, low contact, low K, low contact. But decent eye, so that makes sense. 17 bases on balls and 10 strikeouts. And then speed, below average speed, 11 stolen bases. Again, this is a high school player with average competition. So, you can only expect so much. But I'm kind of interested to see what our head scout thinks here. Okay. I feel like there might be a diamond in a rough quality here to this player. 6'4", 205-pound first baseman, fully developed, should have enough power to be a home run threat at the plate. He exercises very good patience at the plate. As a first baseman, he boots too many routine chances. Has a chance to fashion a major league career as a bench player. Okay, that's our head scout. And you can see as the development, he's been increasing here. Still 18 years old. OSA, again, pretty positive on the development as well. Has quick hands and potential to hit for plus power. Should be very good at taking bad pitches and drawing walks. Okay, as he develops, he's expected to be very athletic first baseman, like a bland diet rather than a spicy plate. Cag projects to be a solid start at first baseman. All right, you know what? We're gonna go with Jack Cag here, just because I like saying Jack Cag. Cagliani. I don't know. Jack Cag from here forward. So now let's just find the guy. Okay, there we go. Drop him down here. All right, we're going to draft him, and then we're going to hope our catcher, Louis Vias, that's how I'm going to pronounce it. I'm just drafting everyone I can't pronounce right now. So we're going to auto-draft for Texas and hope he's still there. We'll do one more round. I don't know. I feel like we're either going to have a really bad draft or a really good draft. I'm kind of scared it's actually turning out to be a pretty poor draft, which is not good when you have the first pick. When you have the first pick, you want to hit on as many people as you can. I guess only time shall tell. All right, we're getting close here. Let's see. Only a few more picks to outlast. All right, we can take our guy. Luis. Tulane, great competition. Again, a little, quite a masher for the catcher position there. And if we go to scouts, let's just look through that again. Decent defensive catcher, should be second division starter according to OSA. May compete, top tier minor league skills. Seems athletic. I believe that he can improve his potential for OSA. It's been about split. And then OSA thinks that he's been improving big time between the last scouting missions. So we're going to go ahead to pick Luis, and then we're going to auto draft the complete draft. Now we've gone through 6 picks, and then we're going to go check to see what our draft looks like here. I'm believing we can find a draft log. Okay, yeah. So. No, we don't care about round 30. Okay, Kumar Rocker with round 1 out of Vandy. I wonder what his status is going to be right out of the gate. Looks like it's been assigned to high A ball. Move him through fast. So that's round 1. Round 2, Gunnar Hogland. So we'll see how he turns out. Okay, Gulf Coast Rookie League. All right. Rob Gordon, shortstop, with our 3rd pick. Let's see where he's been assigned to. Gulf Coast Rookie League. So it looks like Kumar avoided the Rookie League here. Cam Cohen. Let's see. Yep, Rookie League as well. So in our first 4 rounds, we have 3 pitchers, 1 shortstop. Then we take Jack Cag. He's Gulf Coast Rookie League. As well, and then Luis Vias, all college, or mostly college-age players here. So again, he gets sent to the rookie league as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see anyone else who we picked up after that, or auto drafted. Jeremy Rivera. Let's see, head scout. All right, looks like he could be a diamond in the rough player. Starting pitcher. Lefty, I like that. Again, typical lefty, 86, 88 throws. Went to Alabama State. Okay, I like that. Looks like a fine pick there from our guy. Garrett Cutting, who was on one of our short lists. We drafted him in the 8th round, or the computer did, I should say. I believe Josh Swells was as well. So, okay, so we'll see how that goes. We will stop the video here. When we come back, we're going to take a look around at some potential trades for some prospects that we could have to help us jump from, I believe, close to the basement here, for a 40-49 record, up to maybe a little more competitive this year, or could at least grow and could provide us a very competitive team next year. So we're going to take a look at some of those players from other clubs in our next video, and we'll go from there. So thanks for joining. I look forward to talking to y'all in the future. Thanks, guys.